Good morning and welcome back to another video, and today is another day of the 0 to Gold Cap Challenge. Now just stick around and enjoy the video. Okay guys, so today we have been farming up the Pit of Sauron. It was an attempt to see if it's actually viable. If you've only got like 1 hour a day to farm, then is it worth you doing the Pit of Sauron? In this hour, we have managed to gain around about 3,122 golds worth of stuff. That's pretty bad. I have literally just finished this farm, and obviously the hot ticket item that I was looking for was the battered hilt, which is why you actually farm up the Pit of Sauron. Now, obviously, we did not get lucky and get the pit and get the battered hilt, so to speak. So pretty bothered by that in general. Like, it just never seems to drop for me anymore for some reason. I think they may have changed the drop chance on the battered hilt, which is probably why it's actually costing so much more now. But other than that, we have a nice little way in order to pretty much make up for the gold per hour. Obviously, you can see on my loot appraiser, it is pretty much 15 minutes to actually do this farm. That means you've still got 45 minutes in order to actually farm up something. Now obviously I'm on a very tight schedule today, and I'm really like struggling to get in like even the basic things in today. So I thought I'd just cover this farm and show you a little tidbit in order to increase your gold per hour. Now obviously we can see that the market value for my frostweave cloth is 90 silver a piece. Now, and on the region market value, it is 1 gold and 6 silver. Now, if I wanted to increase this, all I have to do is come over to here, which is located right here after the Pit of Sauron. This is the Cathedral of Darkness, and all you have to do in here is gather up these elite mobs. Now, you're probably wondering, why am I doing this? Now, these guys, if you actually have tailoring with your character, you can actually increase your gold per hour quite dramatically when you actually do this. And that's because once you actually kill these guys, they drop like frostweave cloth and greens. But in one pull, I have managed to gain 29 plus 42, blah, blah, blah. That's 20, 60, 71. 71 frostweave cloth in one pull. Now, this is the thing. They don't seem to be respawning. That is okay because they are on a 2-minute respawn timer. Now, as soon as you've killed them, you have to wait 2 minutes, but 2 minutes to gain around about 70 odd frostweave cloth a pull. So theoretically speaking, if you did that for the 45 minutes, you would have a load more stacks of frostweave cloth in order for you to sell on the auction house. And to be honest, that increases the gold per hour for this farm. Obviously, this would to actually turn this into a material farm, and that is what I love to do because material farms are the bog standard of gold farming when you're trying to get into this. So I thought I'd add this into and fuse 2 farms together to make a multi-farm in order to best get your gold per hour when you're doing the battered hilt farm. So let's summarize. You go over to the Pit of Sauron, which is in the Ice Crown Citadel on this side of the Ice Crown Citadel, and then once you've done that, after 15 minutes or so, you fly all the way over to the Cathedral of Darkness where I am, and you pull the mobs for the rest of the hour, and you can do other things in the meantime. Now, I will say this right now, you will not get a lot of frostweave cloth if you do not have cloth scavenging. This is a perk you actually get from the Dalaran in like Northrend, and I believe you can get it from almost any trainer, but I got mine from the Dalaran guy, so I know that's there. These guys actually have changed their respawn timer apparently because it's only been a minute of me talking. So it is a minute per pull for the respawn timer apparently. So I'm pretty chuffed with that right there. Now, these guys drop a lot of frostweave cloth, and if you don't have the scavenging, you're not going to get an awful lot of cloth. Let me just say that right now. Do not do this if you're not a tailor, because it will be a waste of your time. And in that pull, we managed to get around about 20 plus 20, 46 on that one pull. And now it is, we're going to say with the original, which is 2-minute respawn timer, but they spawned after a minute. So if they spawn in a minute, that's more cloth per hour, increasing your gold per hour. That being the case, guys, let's get into the gold for the day. Okay, so for the gold for the week, let's have a look on how much we've actually made. Now, we have 71 mails, so I don't really know because it won't let me see. But at this moment in time, it's 56,502 gold for the day. So 56,502, and we'll just hold on to that as well because we're going to add it up into a massive total. The things that are on note for the actual page for the day is we sold a few little secret lockets, blah blah blah. It's just low-end transmog. We sold the fell iron ore, which we farmed up in like the first week, and that sold for around about 9k. We also sold one thing, the barbaric loincloth, for 5,770 gold. And the highest ticket item of it was the pattern for the thick nether scale breastplate, which we got from the Sunwell only a few days ago. Now, this is why I like farming recipes, because they have a massive payoff. This doesn't mean that they're going to sell almost instantaneously, like now, like in a few days I've managed to sell that, so I'm really chuffed with that. But it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to sell every time when you actually do that, so bear that in mind when you're actually doing that. We sold the volatile fire, which we farmed up the other day. I think I'm going to do that. So all in all, at this moment in time, 56,502 gold for the first load of stuff. Very, very chuffed with myself right there, because at the end of the day, it's better than waking up and opening up to 20,000, 25,000. We've opened up to 56. So let's refresh and see how much extra we've actually made. Also, I'm adding this on my phone, so yeah, I can tell you the total, obviously. So we have managed to gain another 2,805 gold, roughly around about 59,000 gold if we add the extras on to each other. So that being the case, anything of note from here? No, just low-end transmog and some thorium ore along with some old world materials. So I'm very, very chuffed on how the day's gone, because now we are currently sat at 447,834 gold for the day. So chuffed a bit, chuffed a bit. Everything's listed back on the auction house. We do have over 1,000 auctions now, so I prefer to do this and have a look at how many auctions I've got. 1,150 auctions on the auction house, so if you're following along, that's what I was aiming for, but we're aiming for 2,000. Most people say go for 1,000 auctions. I go for 2,000 because it's just a nice way in which I do it. But other than that, guys, have a lovely rest of the day, and I shall see you in the next video tomorrow. Bye bye.